Don't like me. Don't like me. Fuck 'em, I don't give a fuck. Don't like me. No, I ain't got shit to prove. No, I ain't broke no more and I don't owe no folk, but I still ride with my two. You so concerned about my real life, and that's alright. But who are you? Just another nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out. You probably still work true for you. You don't know shit about on your bill because you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be...
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to AJ 10. Yes, I'm on here talking about the church and being a lesbian. First of all, let's get on the situation at hand. What's going on in South Carolina? They have so much a problem, and you know that they're trying to indict this officer who shot Gray. Was it Gray? Hold on. Who shot an man in the back, and they're trying to indict him. So a lot of people don't understand what tactics a lot of white supremacists use all the time. So let's get into that. That's why I say church, in society. Now the church in society, okay, I have to calm down for a moment because they're using this tactic in South Carolina to get your mind off the shooting. What actually happened to this guy who was shot in the back because they're trying to sentence this officer. So they're using this tactic of, hey, Obama put out a gender restroom. So let's talk about that because we know African Americans who's in church gonna have a problem with that. So they're gonna get their mind off that police officer who actually shot this African American male. Y'all never thought of that, huh? Yeah, this is how they use tactics. And you know what? So many African Americans gonna go who's in that church because they're so against lesbian, gays, like myself. I'm a lesbian, and they're so against. They're gonna go against that so quick and won't pay attention what's really going on over here. That this Caucasian actually shot Walter Scott in the back and lied on his police report. This is what kills me. Because you rather go against gays so quick, go against someone who's a lesbian, but the real problem at hand is this officer who actually shot a man in the back and lied on his report so he could get away with murder. And nobody don't want to talk about that. This what tactics that they use. And your mind is so it's so foggy that all you hear is, oh, Obama made a gender restroom for the restroom, and we got to go against that because we can't deal with some pervert who's switching to be a woman who was born a man, or a woman who's switching to be a man who was born a woman. We're going to go against that one because that's against the law. Now, people know what I think about religion. Religion has been used for years, all the way down to the century of time, so they can control you. Keep you in your place. And that's what they're doing. That's why they're using religion, because it's a tactic. So you can sit up here and don't worry about a white cop turning around and shooting an African American in the back. who's happened to run away from this cop, and he shot him in the back, and he told them, if it wasn't, let's get this, if it wasn't a video was being recorded by this plain old guy, if he did not record this video, we wouldn't know nothing about this. Know why? Because this guy would have got away with murder. But the church is so much on this. Oh, we got to stop this gender. We have to stop this gender restroom thing going on. But we have more problems in the world by white cops, Caucasian cops, shooting and killing our people. Got to worry about that, huh? They don't even worry about, that's the crazy part, the people in church, they don't even worry about family unity. They can't even put their hands on that. But they can get pissed off. They can get highly upset about a gender restroom. I'm taking your ass to school. Stop worrying about people preference. What they do behind their doors is their business. And I think it's right that a lot of people are getting sex changes, and they should be able to go. They can't go into the women's restroom, and they can't go into the men's restroom because they'll be harassed. So the best way that Obama did the right thing is opening up another restroom for genders. I think that's right. I really, truly think so. You don't like it? That's your problem. That's your opinion. But let's focus on the real thing that's going on in this society today. That our people are being segregated in school, that they just had it on, my News One. They just had it on there. They're talking about segregation. It's more segregation going on now than when it was in the 60s. More segregation going on. I also read that. Everything what I tell you people, I'm telling you, you can go and Google it. It's 76% of segregation going on in schools than it was in the 60s. How is that so? This is 2016. How is this more segregation? How? Why? Because we choose our battles. And sometimes our battles, what we choose, are the wrong battles. Listen, I'm out for speaking up for people. I'm out for marching for people who are doing right. I'm going to tell you, I love my people, and people know I love my people. And I tell you straight up, if you doing wrong and you did something wrong, and an officer, he didn't do anything wrong, because I always tell you, I'm not going to say all Caucasians are bad. Most of them are. All Caucasian cops are bad. I can't say that. I have to say most of them are. Hell, we got cops on the force that African-American person of color, and they're worse than the Caucasians. But I do want to say this, that I'm going to pick my battles, and if you did something to a cop that was unnecessary, I'm not going to bite you. I'm not going to bike you at all. If you do something to provoke someone, not only a cop, you pull out a gun for no reason and shoot someone, I'm not going to bike you. I'm not. I'm not at all. I am for justice. Real justice. I am not going to sit up here like I was talking. Churches in South Carolina, the mayor put in certain things out so you can vote on this situation at hand. Do you want a gender back restroom? He have no choice. It's coming. The president already put it out there. But because he put it out there and said we need to vote on it, you don't need to vote on it. The president already put it out there. But most of the churches are jumping on this and they're forgetting about this officer. I'll give you another tactic what they used before. There was another shooting going on, and I forget who it was, but it was another shooting going on as an innocent African-American male got killed. You remember that football player when the football player got caught in the elevator beating his at that time girlfriend? I'm not going to give him promotion. I'm not even going to say his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And they kept on putting on television. But meanwhile, people were so focused on that, and they wasn't focused on, it was also, Obama was going through a lot at that particular time of trying to pass laws. That was going on, and a shooting was going on. But they used the tactics so you wouldn't pay no attention to what was going on in Obama camp, what was going on with the shooting. And guess what? These people made it hard because nobody wasn't paying attention. They were so focused on this athlete that it happened a year ago. They finally want to suspend this athlete. They suspend him. But you were so focused on this athlete beating. The woman was his girlfriend at that particular time, and she married him. I do not condone violence towards a woman. I do not condone violence. I do not condone any domestic violence at all. I saw that. And I think a man shouldn't lay his hands on a woman. And I think even as me being a lesbian, as a stud, I don't think a stud should lay their hands on a woman as vice versa. Because femmes out here do the same thing. They are laying their hands on females as well. So I think everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. But that was a tactic that you guys mind wonder on anything that have no justice or merit to anything. They use these tactics so they can get your mind going other places instead of worrying about the important things. And this is what they're doing. You're worrying about a gender restroom. But this South Carolina police officer shot Walter Scott in the back. And you're not worried about it. Is it going to slip through you? It might will. It might slip right on through and they might get this man probation. Why? Because nobody protesting. They out there protesting against the gender restroom. Get what I'm saying now, people? You out here protesting against gender restrooms and all the way on the other side of town, this officer, and I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to give him nothing. This officer, all the way on the other side of town, might get probation because nobody's out there protesting. They're still on the other side of the town protesting about gender restroom. That's why I have a problem with religion and churches and priests. And it kills me. These preachers are living way better than you guys. And you just constantly give them money to these preachers. Why? You know why you give it to them? Because the preacher said you need to give it to them. Where does that in the Bible says that you're supposed to give money and make the preacher filthy rich? So he could drive a Rolls Royce and you still going around here with a Toyota. With a simple car. Tell me, where is that in the Bible? Because last time I checked in the Bible, and you see, people think just because I was a lesbian, just because I'm a lesbian, they think that I don't know the Bible. Read the Bible. I've been raised up in the Bible, with the Bible. You'll be surprised what religion I'm from, what I was raised up in. You'll be surprised. The Bible said to receive you receive the word free, you give the word free. Never said nothing about you giving money to the preacher. And if you're going to get offering, it says for the church. Not only that, these preachers are not working. They're preaching. People consider them working. No, they're not working at all. The Bible says something there. A man who shall not work shall not eat. And preaching is not working. Yeah, you're surprised? I know these scriptures. Yeah, I know them. I was raised up knowing them. Went through the Bible back and forth. Other than that, and don't hit me up talking about, well, if you know that, you should know that you are a lesbian. They don't have nothing to do with my preference. Don't worry about me. I'll be judged. Don't worry about me. You'll be judged too. Because a lot of people just look at that one particular thing. Man should not lay with men. Guess what? Thou shalt not do adultery. A lot of people out here doing adultery. Thou shalt not do fornication. But a lot of people out here doing fornication. Thou shalt not glut. See, you don't look at it. It's the 10th commandment, honey. You only look at one, try to benefit you. And that's why I have a problem with religion, is because they use the Bible to control people. If it don't benefit them, so they decide to use the Bible to benefit them. I had one guy a long time ago say, you know you don't supposed to be doing that, and because it's against the Bible, you're supposed to be with me. You're supposed to be with a man. Like that. And I said, okay. So are you ready to marry me? He said, hell no, I ain't ready to marry you. Just use profanity. But he's preaching the Bible, right? You just supposed to be with a man. Well, the Bible said thou should not do adultery or do fornication. How about that? You don't supposed to do fornication. You're supposed to marry that woman. I'm not marrying you, but you want to lay down with me. Don't use the Bible to try to benefit you. And I'm going to talk about my people. My people love using the Bible. Just like white supremacists have used the Bible through centuries of time. So they picked that habit up and start using the Bible of their own needs. And that's how most of the Caucasians did. They used the Bible to control the slaves. And there lies the problem what I have with religion. You're not going to use that to try to control me. Last time I checked, and I have a lot of guys who, where I work at, try to control me too. You're not going to tell me what to do, because last time I checked on my bills and on my banking account, when I pay my bills, it have my name on it. My banking account have my name on it. I don't see no money going in my banking account with their name on it. Guys, stop using the Bible for your own benefit. You may have, and this is the killing point, and it kills me with, I'm going to get on lesbians too. It kills me with a lot of guys sit up there and try to use that so they can sleep with that lesbian. But they have other women at home. They just want to say that they slept with a lesbian. And this way I'm going to get at the lesbians. Because then the lesbians sit up there and say, okay, I'll sleep with you. And thinking you're going to have a relationship. And once you find out that he just used you, you're just a notch on the belt. And he could go and brag around here. Because studs do that too. Go and sleep with these guys, and then they thinking it's easy with another stud come along like myself, and they get pissed off when it's a forbidden fruit and they can't get me to turn. After you do all that, you don't think about, these guys do not think about your feelings. Even if they're single, they still don't want to be, but you're just going to be a notch on the belt. So ladies, stop doing that. Stop sleeping with these guys so they can just get their groove off and say, yeah, I got it. I got it. They don't care nothing about you. It's what they can get. Stop doing that so they so they can stop thinking they can get every female they see who say they are gay. And females, stop talking about you going to come back over this way is because a man is hurting you. You want to be a lesbian because a man is hurting you. If you decide to turn over, let me give you this. Let me let you understand. It's no good women out here too. I have met few of feminine women that are no good. They don't know what they want. And they will cheat with a man or with a woman. You have to find that individual that have good morals and want to settle down. And yes, it is hard in gay life and in straight life. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Don't try to come over here because you're being hurt by some guys. Just letting you know that you will get hurt the same way. Might be worse because you expect a woman to treat you better. I've been hurt by a woman more than once. But see, I love women. Not interested in a man, have no desire for a man. To each his own. But I'm just letting you guys know, women know, don't do that. If you want to be in a relationship with a woman, you be in a relationship with a woman and expect the worst. Just like you want to be in a relationship with a man, be in a relationship with a man and expect the worst. People are people. They're not perfect. There's nobody on this earth that's perfect. He who perfect can cast the first stone. And I doubt anyone on this earth is perfect. Just letting you know, guys, wake up. Understand, religion is not caught out what it's about, and they have been using this for years, using tactics. And yes, I believe in God, and there's all kinds of God, but I believe in Jehovah. I believe in him. It just, I'm not gonna play with him. I love being a lesbian. I'm okay with that. Most likely I'll die being a lesbian. I'm okay with that too. But I'm going to focus on not my preference. I'm going to focus on what is needed in this world. And that's me fighting. Fighting the society, the systematic system that we have today against us as colored people. A lot of people, you're fighting against the system on stupid reasons. That's why I say choose your battles. Choose your battles well. Don't sit up there and choose a battle that someone did something wrong, actually did something wrong, and on the other side is something that is really needed to be brought to an attention. I don't get that, but hey, people do this every day. They choose stupid battles. Maybe they don't think it. Hey, I can say it's stupid because some things, what I have seen like this, for instance, in South Carolina, I'm coming back. Yes, I'm coming back. Of you want to choose a battle of gender restroom instead of, and I know it's going to go all over the world because I have been listening to different shows that these guys are coming up, and it's mainly guys. It's not women. It's guys. Something about these guys have a problem with a gender restroom. I tell anybody, and I'm talking to the guys now, if you're secure in your manhood, let me repeat that again. If you are secure in your manhood, you do not have to worry about a gender restroom. You do not have to talk about a gender restroom. You do not have to have a hatred towards a gender man or gender woman. You do not have to have hatred towards a gay man or a lesbian. You do not have to. You know why I say that? Why do you think I say that? Because you're secure in your sexual preference. Every time if I meet a man and he is pissed off that I am a lesbian, or he's pissed off if I'm with one of my gay friends and he called him the F word and he just talks about him and he talks about him, or he just go off and he say, I'll whoop your ass, I'll whoop your ass. Yada, yada, yada. That makes me think that he's questioning his sexual preference. Because any man who is a man, any woman who is a woman, don't care what you're doing in your bedroom, what's your preference, as long as they don't come at you. And I tell anybody that when I see that I just sit back and I nod my head and question it. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? He have a problem with his sexual preference? I'm just saying. And I know a lot of African American men like, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. I can't stand them. F. If you can't stand them, why you can't stand them? Question yourself. Why you have so much of hatred towards them? And the crazy part they'll say, oh, I like y'all lesbian. Why? Because you think you're going to get between it? I'm one lesbian that I'm not bisexual, so no, you will not get between it. So you might as well hate us too. You can like one part, but you don't like the other part. Question your sexual preference. Question your sexual preference. I'm telling you, when you hate something so much, because I don't hate straight people. I just don't do men. I don't hate you guys, but somehow guys hate lesbian or hate gay men. It's against the Bible. or so other 9 commandments is against the Bible. You don't say nothing about that. You don't even say nothing about when you going behind that woman when you're having relationship. People, are you having kids? Let's do this. I'm getting in depth with this. You don't say anything about when you have a relationship with a woman, you go in the back door. I had one guy, he did that to me one time. He not going in the back door with me. I'm talking about, he brought that up. He said, you should be with a man so you can have babies and stuff like that. I say, first of all, can't have any babies. Second of all, I say, don't you have sex with a woman in the back door? And he said, yeah. I say, well, how is that producing babies? Oh my God, that man's face. Then you should have saw his face. He walked away from me. He couldn't say nothing. I mean, that man was totally ticked off. He was pissed. He was ticked off. And I say his face changed. He was an African American man. And his whole face changed. I said, yep, you have sex in her buttocks. How is that producing babies? I tell every guy to please think before you come at me. And I work with dumb guys, not intelligent. I can count on one hand how intelligent I work. How many guys I work with who's intelligent? One hand, and that's five fingers. I don't know, but I am this type of woman that when you come at me in the correct manner, because I will get you. Don't come at me that bull crap talking about the Bible. You might be never stepped your behind in the church, and if you do, you might step in the church once a year to show off. People good at that. They show off real quick in the church. You see mama walking down the aisle. You might as well turn on the modeling show. And she walking down the aisle with her white dress with that big, beautiful white hat on. And she prancing with her white shoes on, with her white stockings. And she stopped and she paused. And she continued to walk. A modern show on Easter. That's that big old thing. That Easter. That pagan holiday. Easter! They got to get in that. They got to go down at that church. Easter, man. Once a year. Show off. I'm going to show them how I look today, honey. I'm going to show them. Boy, the characters in the church. Yes, sir. So how many preachers sat up there and preach out of the Bible every Sunday? And after the service is over with, he's married, but having sex with another woman in the congregation. But the church, they'll judge you because you're a lesbian, but they're having adulteries. Boy, I swear these people is off the chain. But hey, they might say, we only human. Well, guess what? I'm only human too, and I'm a lesbian. So, get your life. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that. So, it's almost time for me to go ahead and get dressed and go to work. I just had to get on here and talk about this situation at hand, that don't let them use tactics. Religion folks, don't let them use tactics. You got your eyes on a gender restroom, and they're trying to sentence this cop that he might wind up getting probation because your eyes is on the other side of the other town about a gender restroom. But I'm going to just remind you again, this police officer, again, I'm not going to give him any shout out, shot Walter Scott, who is happening to be 50 years old, rest his soul, on April the 4th, 2015, fired 8 times in his back. Shot him 8 times in the back. He just stopped him for a broken taillight, dude. A broken taillight. And if this man didn't capture that video, he would have got away with murder. You know how many, we can imagine how many Caucasians have shot and killed, who was police officers, have shot and killed African Americans, the people of color, and have gotten away with it and died living that lie and never told anyone. I talked about biggest thing yesterday about Jesse Washington, how they just stood there like in a picture and shot and killed. Hung this man from a tree, cut his fingers off, cut his genitals off, and cut his leg off, feet off. So at the end of the day, we can imagine how many African Americans or people of color was killed in centuries of time, unreported, and was not reported the right way. And these Caucasians died and took that secret with them. Now they're bringing up the CIA, that I talked about that yesterday, about Mandela. And we can imagine, like I brought up, we can't wait when they come out with who killed Malcolm X, who killed Martin Luther King, really killed Martin Luther King, because Oswald didn't kill that man. And who killed all the rest of our strong African-American leaders. We don't have that anymore. And I'm trying to be that. I want to be that person. I want to be that martyr, to be out there and speak forth what's going on with our people. I want to be that, and I'm going to be that. So, yeah, we just need to stop focusing on bull crap and start focusing on the real stuff. Stop focusing on what's going on somebody's bedroom, behind their doors, and start focusing on how these officers are killing people and shooting them in the back and lying on the police report that somebody was chasing after them, or chase after them with a gun or a knife, and somehow they can have control. That I showed plenty of time on Periscope, or I talked about it on here, how they have so much control when it comes down to their own people. Their own people have knives, chase after them, have guns, they chase after them, and they do not shoot them down. They say, sir, please stop, sir, please stop. And if they shoot them, they will shoot them in the thighs, or they'll shoot them in the legs. But when it come down to our people, or people of color, they turn around and they shoot them in the head, or they shoot them in the heart, or they shoot them in the chest so they can kill them. And they use this law all the time. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. I am out of here. You have a great day.
Go wax wizard, show wizard, half a big of 12 pack of goose, quarter pound of drum. This bitch sold that, this bitch sold that, this bitch sold that, this bitch sold that. Look at what other thought, selling out the drug. Bitch still tour, ain't what you thought it do. This bitch sold that, this bitch sold that, this bitch sold that. Street runners, biash, biash, biash. Mic check 1.